Hey y'all, here I am with another little dolly video, and as you can see here, I've got me a tiny little package. Now, I was on eBay a couple weeks ago, or I think it was just 1 week ago, and I was just searching through G3 My Little Ponies to see if I could find any just cheap out of box, just in general to collect and whatnot, and I found this really cunty pony that was in box. Now, I'm really glad this little pony is new in box because I believe she was released for the 25th anniversary of My Little Pony in 2007, so I'm glad that I was able to find her for literally below $16 total, free shipping on eBay. That was literally one of the best finds I could have found still. And I purchased her right around the last day of 2025, and she's just showed up now, so the shipping has been pretty quick. But yeah, in the next clip, we're just gonna get her out of this little box. Now here we have this adorable, gorgeous diva pony over here. As you can see, we've got Miss Royal Boquet from the My Little Pony 25th anniversary birthday celebration. And I was honestly really shocked and surprised and just floored that I was able to locate this so quickly and just be able to, purchase it, because I never really see ponies that are new in box that cost this cheap on eBay. I honestly was just happy to be able to find it. This is why y'all gotta be on eBay at 4 a.m. high as hell, because you're not gonna find the shit that you want unless it's that exact situation. And at least I got me some bubble wrap to play with, because y'all know I love bubble wrap. But here we have the window into her little box. It's honestly the tiniest little thing ever, and I'm incredibly in love with the graphic design of the packaging and everything. All of this is so incredibly nostalgic. I was not allowed to have dolls, I was not allowed to collect them, but I remember a lot of my cousins having this generation of My Little Pony and just being incredibly enamored with them whenever I saw them out, and just whenever we were playing together. And of course I remember being jealous as fuck knowing that I couldn't ever have one of these, or could never have one of these. But now I got one, and now I'm a diva, so I can do whatever the hell I want. And we got the nice little rainbow up at the top, and you can see her in every angle of the box. And then we've got that very nostalgic little logo right over there, and it just says My Little Pony dress up right there. And then it just says, look for these other exciting products from My Little Pony, each sold separately. I have Miss Strawberry Swirl actually, which is really funny to me that she's advertised right here. Here we have Miss Tropical Surprise and Miss Triple Treat. I do love the names of these ponies. They honestly sound like strands or vape flavors. And it just makes me laugh, but yeah. She just has this little handle at the top. And this little box is so incredibly tiny. I would have loved to have seen all of these just lining the shelves back in the day, but yeah. And as you can see, it comes with My Little Pony stickers inside. I'm definitely gonna have a blast with those, because y'all know I love me some stickers too. But yeah, moving on to the back, we just have this little text right over here, as well as the very cunty artwork of her, just serving face and side glance and side eye with these gorgeous curls. But yeah, have a little text right here that says, when Royal Bouquet throws a party, it's full of flowers and full of fun. When she puts on her silly balloon hat, everyone knows it's party time. Okay, Miss Party Girl. She definitely listens to Cobra Starship. Anyways, but yeah, here we have the rest of that text over here, as well as the Hasbro logo. And as you can see, this diva is indeed from 2007. We got her box date right there. And yeah, says ponies with this symbol can wear most dress-up fashions. Okay, so I can dress you up for the runway and you got a party hat? Girl. We're about to have so much fun with this, but yeah. Y'all, I have absolutely no idea why I'm so hesitant to open this diva, but oh my goodness, everything from the top of her packaging to the bottom of it to the sides of it to the back of it is just so incredibly nostalgic. I remember seeing these lining the shelves back in the day at every toy store, at every grocery store that sold toys too even, and I could never get them, but now I do have one, and it's just so incredibly pretty, and I'm just so incredibly happy to have this diva. But I honestly cannot be hesitant, because inbox dolls just tend to degrade over time, and I want to see Miss Diva shine, especially in her little party hat. So yeah, our adorable diva pony out of the box, and I'm really happy to have her out. You have no idea, y'all. She is the cutest, most darling little thing. And honestly, I love kind of just how simple and not too off the walls looking and kind of brain rot looking these ponies look, you know what I mean? These are very technicolor and colorful and bright, but they're not very You know what I mean? Like off the walls in terms of like, sculpt and like body molds and whatnot. They generally just look like, regular horses just that just so happen to have like yellow skin and like pink hair and shit. But starting off with the top of her, we just have this little party hat, and it looks to be this little like magenta or like purple flower attached to this little like green like base or whatever that like wraps around her head. And as you can see, that elastic has literally shriveled up and disintegrated, but this is kind of like holding on really well, surprisingly. And as you can see, she's got box hair and she needs a little bit of hair help, so I'm definitely gonna have to boil wash Miss Diva, but I don't mind. As you can see, it's just this very like shiny looking like magenta like pink or like fuchsia pink and like a light pink and like a lavender mixed into it and whatnot. And it's the same on her tail. And she doesn't have the little like My Little Pony like pink thing on like her hoof or whatever like some of the other ponies do. She just has like the regular like, I guess, identification mark on her hoof. So I'm not sure if she's like still magnetic or whatever, but here we have her little eyes. They're just these like green painted eyes and whatnot. It seems that like her eyelashes and eyeliner are painted with this like green paint and whatnot. And she's got green eyes with these like little yellow hearts in them and like other like yellow details as well. And she's like got a very, very sweet face mold, I will say. She definitely still looks like a horse, you know what I mean? And we just have both of her eyes right over here, and she's just got this little smile. And she's just got these like little ears right at the top of her. And moving on to this little cutie mark right over here, it's just this little flower with these leaves on them, with like another flower in it, with like purple leaves and whatnot. And it's just the cutest little thing ever. And like I think that her skin has like a little bit of like a pearlescent sheen to it almost. And she's got this little like clothing hanger heart at like one of her like legs and whatnot. And as you can see here, she came with this like little sticker sheet, but like when you like go with this and like extend it, you get like the rest of them. And as you can see here, starting from all the way on like the farthest part, you've got the My Little Pony G3 logo right there, Miss Pinkie Pie, Miss Star Song, Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle, Miss Tularula, Cheerilee, and Diva Rainbow Dash, giving you LGBT by Cupcake. But anyways, the only other thing that she really came with was this My Little Pony 25th like birthday celebration pamphlet. And I think it's honestly just like a little advertisement of like all of the other things that you could purchase from the brand. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have that little pony baby over here. And then like just a whole bunch of this other artwork and whatnot. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm telling you, if I were allowed to get dolls around this time, it would have been so over. I would have had all of the shit in this little pamphlet. I know you can't really see anything right now, and I'm gonna do a much more in-depth like camera tour of this pamphlet so that y'all can really see what the hell is going on and what was really happening in My Little Pony like back in 2007. But yeah, I really, really do love the way that she is designed and like just the nostalgia of it all, because like I said before, I used to see these lining the store shelves everywhere, but could really only look at them and kind of just like fantasize about owning them. But here this diva is, being like a nice little like party like pony, you know what I mean? And she looks like very like accurate to her artwork, I will say, which was a very, very cool thing about My Little Pony. I really love the like accuracy with like box art and like doll and whatnot. And I believe that this like hair is like a high grade nylon, but from like back then, because like even like secondhand, like you can still save these ponies relatively, as long as the hair isn't like burn damaged from like a blow dryer or whatever. You can still like boil wash these, flat iron these, and like it will literally turn out so perfect. But as you can see, I obviously just have to go ahead and like give her some hair help in general. But yeah, I'm really happy to own this little pony, and I'm like just incredibly like stoked to have been able to get her for like a really cheap price. I feel like it's not really like too common to get very cheap nostalgic dolls on eBay. I feel like a bunch of sellers want you to pay a whole bunch and they want to charge premiums just because something is from 2008, or just because it's Y2K, or just because it's like vintage or whatever. I really don't get that. a lot of these are all just like toys that like nobody really gives a fuck about except for certain collectors, you know what I mean? And like, I'm obviously one of the collectors that gives a fuck about these, so like I really don't like them being, you know, blocked by such like a big paywall sometimes. But yeah, that's just me ranting on like stupid shit, I guess. But yeah, really happy with this little diva pony, and I hope that I can end up with more of My Little Pony G3 dolls very soon, because I might not have the space to store them, but these tiny ponies are very small, so I could literally just like fit them in like a little box and like store them away and just have them in my possession, because I really love these. They bring me so much joy just like having them, staring at them. All of these fun, happy colors, all of this like really like bright and cheerful, like nostalgic looking artwork. Is just like very pretty, honestly. Here we've got a closer look of that little like advertisement pamphlet that she came with, like just advertising all of the little ponies and whatnot, and like all the like stuff that I guess they were selling back in 2007, or maybe some of it. As you can see, a lot of this stuff is just like generally adorable, well designed, and cute as fuck. I really would love to end up with some of these little sets. I don't think that it's advertising absolutely everything that you could have gotten back in the day, but like it's definitely a good majority of the little figures advertised right over here, and just little character introductions like in general. And like I really love the artwork and the just like general graphic design, and like the way that they put everything together in this, and like just like all of the colors and like all of the characters that they chose are like really cute, you know what I mean? Y'all, I'm loving the little My Little Pony live advertisement that they have here. Like, those ponies look cursed and high as hell, but like, who wanna go see My Little Pony live? Like, hope y'all liked that video, and I really hope that I can kind of get more like G3 My Little Pony content up on my channel, because these dolls don't really sell for very much out of box anyways. And like, I know I could get like a couple of like good lots here and there, but like, yeah. Let me know if you'll enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, divas!